Hey guys, Jerry with Control Pair Munitions here with another product video. So we started carrying some Slip 2000 a little while back. Some of you may or may not know that. I got to meet the president at a trade show not that long ago, I think middle of summer sometime. And really nice guy, got a lot of information, did not know that much about Slip 2000 until that we met. Because many of you that have been to the shop know that I've been using the Breakthrough products. Great products still, have no problems with Breakthrough. But been falling a little bit in love with the Slip 2000. It does really well. So I wanted to do a video on the gun wipes. So these little gun wipes from Slip 2000, they are allow you to lubricate but also clean the firearm. So it says protect, lube, and clean your gun in one easy step. So this is something easy to carry in your range bag in case you just need to quickly wipe down something or whatever while you guys are shooting, or if it makes it easier to clean your firearm. You probably also, I think he said that you could cut off strips and put it on the little patch eyelet for the barrel tube kits to clean the inside of the barrels as well, which that's another cool part, that you can cut this up and then use it multiple times instead of using a whole bunch of patches. These are about $1 per patch. So that again, kind of cool. You can buy a whole bunch of these and just keep them around. I had not used this yet, so I went around the shop to find a couple dirty guns of mine, and I was only able to find two. Sadly, I haven't been shooting as much as I would like to, so I do got them right here on the bench, and I have not again used this. So this is going to be a first time for you and me. Probably not you, depending on if you've actually used this. If you have used this and you like it, please comment below. If you've had good experiences, bad experiences, you never know, because it's a different for everybody. Again, it's new for me. So a little bit about Slip 2000. I want to say they are made in California, sadly, but at least I think that's where their main office is. But they do make a lot of cool things. And then our local law enforcement, which I did not know, has a contract with them. So our Metro Police Department does have a contract with them, and they do use them for their gunsmithing purposes. So I brought a couple little things out. They got these little travel lube bottles. So right here you got your basic gun lube, which is just going to be your normal lube. It is a little bit thicker than some of them, which I like. So there's a lot of lubes out there. For me, coming from I'm an automotive background, I like something with a lot of viscosity to it. Reason being, you're having high heat, high pressures, metal on metal stuff, and it does tend to wear on those items. So I want something personally that's going to take that pressure, that's going to take that abuse. So the basic gun lube's a little bit more than some of the regular basic style lubes, and then they took it a little step further with the EWL. The EWL, it stands for Extreme Weapons Lubricant. It does last a little bit longer. He was saying you could pretty much do up to 2,000 rounds. I don't think they put it on here, but about 2,000 so rounds before really cleaning your gun. It's a little thicker of a lube, and it just wipes right off when you're cleaning it about then. So that was kind of cool. And if you're like me and you don't clean your guns regularly, because, you know, who reads the owner's manual, this stuff will work really well. So this is stuff that I'm going to start trying in my firearms personally. I have not yet, and there's reasons. I have a whole bunch of the Breakthrough stuff back here that I've been going through. It's already used, and I've been just trying to clear it out. Get through that stuff. It was kind of like when I got rid of the Hoppies and went through Breakthrough, if you guys were here for that. So little travel bottles, you can probably just put these in your range bags as well. Put those aside. They do have the bigger bottles, and I want to say they have bigger than these as well. So bigger versions of those. They do have a different EWL. So you guys know the EWL that they have. There's higher temp stuff, which I want to also get. And the reason being because we're in extreme climates out here. So bigger versions of those. Another thing they do, which I did not know, is Sig Sauer, which I'm a big Sig Sauer fan if you guys know me, went to them and made them or asked them if they could make their lubricant and everything else. So Sig uses Slip 2000, which if it just says 6 hour on it. So it is their same brand, which is pretty cool. I did not know that. So this would be like your basic oil, and then your heavy duty or EWL, smaller bottle versions. They are a little bit more, but they also have a little different stuff in them. From what I understand, for 6 hour specifications for like their warranties and stuff. And just like that, they do have the bigger versions of them. Woohoo! Slippery. Uh, so here's the bigger versions of them for like at your home use. They do make a spray cleaner from Sig or from Slip 2000 with 6 hour logo. You can definitely use that. Let's see if it actually has a scent to it. It smells like cleaner. It's not a very aggressive scent like some of the cleaners do. I don't think the oils really have it as well. It has a little cap on it. No, virtually no smell, which that's another reason I like the Breakthrough too. If you're like me, you probably need to save some brain cells. And some of the gun cleaners, they're very aerobic. So for me, if you're doing it in a small room, it kills brain cells a lot, and I need all of them. One of the cool things that I have tried from Slip 2000, so I took one of these off the shelf for myself to use on a couple of my own firearms, and then some guns that had some hard carbon, is this carbon cleaner. It does smell kind of minty-ish. It smells good. It doesn't have a bad smell to it. It doesn't smell like a cleaner, which is, oh yeah, it says orange scented. But it's like maybe an orange mint. I wouldn't say full citrus. It works really good. So it does come with a little rubber cap that prevents it from spilling out. I actually use that to put the parts in. So instead of dunking it into this bottle and then, losing a part, because you're not supposed to leave it sit in here for a long period of time. It can dry the parts out, which they did warn me about that. It can, if you let it soak for too long, it can damage the part. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, here it is. Note, carbon killer can fade or remove paint, anodized finish, and bluing if left in solution longer than recommended 5 to 15 minutes. Parts that are left partially above the surface during the cleaning and exposed to the air for the extended time may rust because of the amount of stuff that this takes off. So really good to know. If you are going to put like a revolver cylinder or something like that, it's a little taller. That's what I used it for. But I was also just getting the front part where the carbon builds up really good. And I did that on one of my revolvers, and it worked really well. I did not do that on my blue revolver. I did that on my nickel revolver, which, it worked really well. You have a little parts holder thing or whatever. You just put in there, kind of like if you're coloring eggs for Easter. Sort of thing. So this does work really well. I have used that from Slip 2000. Another thing that they do have, so if you guys do know me, I like my gun grease. So this is the 6 hour one. I did not have one of the regular Slip 2000 ones, as we've sold them all. And again, I've been meaning to do this video for a while. Just haven't. Haven't been able to. This is the Slip 2000 grease from 6 hour, or from Slip, but with 6 hours logo and to their specifications for 6. I should actually own a few of these. I'm going to try to get a couple for myself. And the other cool thing that Slip is going to, or Slip can do, is we can make custom kits for individuals or for different calibers and different things. So it was really neat to know that. I did not know that, as some of you may have already bought cleaning kits, and they're kind of just proprietary for either one gun or for multiple guns, and you may or may not use everything in there. So I want to get a kit that you're going to use everything, because it's not good if you just buy something and you don't get to use it. That's what I think anyway. So without that any more ado, we're going to switch over to a second camera, and we're going to clean my SIG 226 Legion. And for safety purposes, I did make sure that both of these guns are unloaded. Only one has a magazine, and that's just to make it easier to tear apart, which is my CZ75. So this is a 226 DAO SAO or DASA Legion that I've owned for several years. Love this gun. This is a very, very awesome gun. Shoots very well. My newer cheater style, so empty, CZ75. This thing is beautiful, super smooth, and this is dirty, as I have taken it to a training class recently with a person I mentioned in a previous video, Brittany Mandera. Great training, great information. If you have not taken one of her classes, I definitely recommend it. It's point firearm instruction. Took it to her class, and to be honest, I didn't even have to look at the sights. It was just point, shoot, does really good things. I also use it in another video, one of the last couple videos for that laser trainer site that we were looking at purchasing and selling in the store. So, cool gun. But yeah, that's why that one has a magazine. It's a sight catch release. So, I'm going to switch over that other camera, and let's see how this actually works. So, boom. Yay! Other camera. So, we're going to lock this guy to the rear. Pull off our slide. And you may or may not be able to see some of this, but it's got some carbon buildup on the barrel and on the slide itself. So some of this is the grease that I've used, because I do like to grease my guns. So just take this wipe and gotta do the scent test first. Yeah, it doesn't really have a smell, so that's pretty good. I do see that there is some oil residue from it, which is, it says it is going to be a cleaner and a lubricant. And see how much of this it actually comes off here. Ooh, look at that. So, it looks like it's getting pretty much everything off of here, which is good. The hard little carbon spot. Ooh, I got the little hard carbon spot on the side, which I don't know if there's any more there. Don't really look like it. No, there's a little bit. It's just I think it's just the abuse I have done on this barrel. It's got some wear right here from rounds going in there. All right. So, I mean, that's not super dirty, but I have been able to use a pretty good part of this rag and been able to, I probably could do this whole gun with this rag, which I think, if I remember right, he said you can do, depending on the gun, obviously. So, yeah, it's a little dirty. And it's just to test these wipes. And if it failed, obviously you'd be able to see that, because I was going to post this review whether it worked or not, because I do want to be honest with what we're doing here. Probably if I had another tool, I could use it to get in some of these little hard to get spots in like the corners and stuff. But it is getting everything off, and it does leave a nice little oil sheen. I don't know if you can see that on the gun after I'm getting done cleaning it. So it does have a lot of lubricity in it, which I believe is a word. It's not just a word I made up like I usually do. As some of you guys have been around me long enough, you'll understand I have my own little language sometimes, and I'll make up stuff. So let's see if I can fold this maybe. You get these little corners here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not getting everything out because I need a Q-tip and stuff too, but all right. So that works pretty good for that guy and the barrel. The barrel is, I mean, this barrel is really lubed. This wipe is pretty damn cool. I'll give it that. So let's see here. Let's frame isn't that bad, but yeah. Okay, it's dirty. Dude, that does a really good job. We're not so full disclosure, we don't get paid by Slip 2000 for doing this video. They don't give us anything. They don't do anything special, you know, otherwise or other than they would normally do. They do not know or were made aware that I was doing this review video. They might be aware afterwards, you know, but other than that, I mean, I did not seek sponsorship or anything like that for this, or getting anything special treatment from Slip 2000. That is moving it up nice. So, might as well make it look all shiny. I'm gonna go back through this and make sure everything's lubed up though, and clean and dry afterwards, just to make sure that I get everything out of here because it's got some dirt in here I can't get out with this just because it's in the corners. Nothing against the rag. If you see the rag, this rag has gotten a lot of crap out of my gun. So this has done a really good job. It's even made my hands a little slimy, a little oily, which is, I mean, if you like smooth hands, it works pretty good. So there's that. Let's try another one. It's a little dirtier. So again, CZ75. Make sure you know it's unloaded. You're always going to treat it as unloaded until it is not. So tear that guy out. Boom. That's why I have the magazine there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the magazine here for this. Tear that guy. Get that recoil spring out like so. And then, yeah, look at that dirt. That carbon in there. There's a lot of. I don't know if it's focused or not. But it's dirty enough to where, I mean, here's some dirt right there. So we're going to use another one of these. Just we'll get a fresh one. That way they're not contaminated. Give it a fair shot because this one's a little dirtier than the other one. And actually, I'm going to grab a towel because my hands are oily. If I'm going to switch the cameras over. All right. So new towel. And we're going to start with the barrel just like the other one. Look at all that. And that just comes right off like butter. Ooh, look at that feed ramp. Now it's all nice and clean. Dude. Why didn't I know about these rags before? You know, I got to give it to him. He was right. You know, I'm impressed, dude. I mean, look at that. That's just a barrel. So that's probably one of my dirtier guns, besides one of my ARs, probably. I do got to clean an old Spots 12 and go shoot it one of these days. Again, besides not being able to really get in the corner, if I had like a screwdriver or something to get in the corner or pick with this, this thing would do like an all-in-one thing. This is pretty cool. It's like a CLP rag, if I had to describe it. So I'm going to go through here, the slide. That. Get a fresh corner so you can see how much carbon that just removed. Look at all that. Whole bunch. This rag is awesome. Ooh, look at that. I mean, yeah, it's going to be my gun grease with all the carbon, but dude, it's just peeling it right off. I kind of admit this works really well. Again, I don't get anything special out of it. I'm not kissing anybody's ass or anything like that. I'm trying to do an honest review, and I'm really disappointed I did not pay attention to this company sooner. As I was trying to find somebody, like I said, I've been using Breakthrough for a long time, or for the last few years. I had some issues with some regular like CLP stuff and some normal name brand stuff, hoppies and stuff. And it's nothing against the company; they work great. You know, if you like using them, then definitely use them. I just had it to where I've had some failures with them. While I'm out shooting, and in full disclosure, you know, it happened, and I've never had an issue since I switched over to Breakthrough. So, with that being said, oh, that just came out, no problem, no issues to the paint. This is Cerakoted here, so and that Legion's got a special coating on it too, so you can definitely use this on a painted gun. It is paint gun safe. Oh, look at all that crap that's in there. So, oh, okay. So there's a lot of gunk right in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to get as close as possible. Focus. It's focused more on the table through the magwell. That's awesome. So anyway. I'm trying to focus on all that stuff. Look at all that. That's some grody stuff. That part right there is from that side. All right, just put my finger in there. So I'm trying to show as good as, I mean, you can see how dirty this rag's getting. Oh my goodness. This is doing a really good job. Oh, the magwell was dirty too. Look at that. Maybe that was just scrapes from my magazine going in and out. Put the rag in there and wiped it right back out. Like, nope, no, it's carbon. Oh, good to know. Dude, that works pretty good. And I have to do some finishing touches with like Q-tips and stuff, which I would still have to do with whatever. But for like a quick cleaning, you know, out in the range or wherever, you know, this works really good. It does give it a nice sheen of oil to it. It does have some lubricity, and it isn't given away either. So I can feel carbon in my fingers just because of the dirt, but it's still, I don't know if you could see the glissy. It's still there. Which that's how I usually test it. I'll run my fingers through it a few times. There's some companies where I've tried using them. Like I'll get like demos from gun shows or different stuff, and they don't hold up. They do not, and almost feel like water in your hand. And the last thing I want to do is put something that has the oil consistency of water in my firearm. I don't know about you, but I like my guns and don't want them to have issues. So, wow. I mean, that gun a lot dirtier than my SIG. And you can see the differences. So that was a CZ. There's the SIG. Those are my two dirtiest guns at the moment. So CZ, SIG. I mean, yeah, I'm going to go back through them. I might make sure they're all wiped down and everything too, but this worked really well. That came off a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'm not lying. I was very skeptical. We just put these out on the shelf just cause, I mean, one of the reasons is because of that. But finally just received them from when I got them in the summer. Mostly because I didn't know how to receive them at the time. Didn't have a part number or anything like that. And I was able to get that recently and just have not done that until today. So since I had that on my mind, I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's do a video. That way you guys know how good these things do. I just got all that out. That's awesome. Sorry. I'm minorly impressed. Not minorly, like majorly. Minorly is an understatement. Let's just get that corner right there. And I'm trying to use my thumbnail with the rag to get that carbon off which, I mean, I might have to use a pick anyway, which is fine. But for the most part, I mean, that got like everything off. And I mean, you're going to have that in some spots. So where it's just hard carbon from where it goes boom. So where I've had to use a little pick or something a little bit more than just my thumbnail and a rag. So it's getting, I mean, almost all of it off though. I need to do some final touches. So let's switch back over to that. Oh, get my hands. It's oily. Those rags were pretty good, man. And yeah, switch over. It doesn't have a scent really. I mean, I could smell probably the gunpowder residue mostly. I think that's pretty much all I'm smelling is the old gunpowder, and I just wiped it all off. So really cool. Really glad to have it. Got to come in and check it out. Like I said, they're $1 a piece, man. I know I got 100 of them. I got some for samples, so we could do something like this, and for me to try them out and to give you guys information on them, because we don't want you to get the wrong stuff. You know, if you guys have been here, we try to, if we can save you money and get you the right thing, awesome. You know, if it's something unfortunately a little bit more, we'll at least let you know, like, hey, this is the right thing for it, but this is what it costs. So we try to be as honest as possible, and that's what this video is for, is to show a product. So I'm going to go ahead and do the final touches off camera, lube them up. I'm going to use grease again, because I like grease. And yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the little thingy wherever it is on the screen. I don't know how I get put up here. So, but yeah, thanks again, man. Take care, guys. Bye.